So the other day I saw one of those videos that's like Minecraft starter house, you know, but it's like the biggest house you've ever seen in Minecraft. Like that's clearly not a starter house. And it just started making me think about like what most people consider a starter house, you know, a little house that, you know, takes a few days for you to build. But even then, if you're spending a few days to build the house, you're probably staying somewhere during that time. Whether it's like a little dirt hut that you made or just like a hidey hole where you're storing all your items and you're hiding during the night, which then made me think, wouldn't that be your starter house? So the purest definition of a starter house, if you think about it, is really wherever you're staying on the first night, which then gave me the idea for this video where I would challenge myself to build the best house that I can on the first night of the game. Who asked for this video? Absolutely no one. But I thought it would be a fun challenge to do. You have basically 10 minutes because that's how long a Minecraft day is, plus about 50 seconds for the sunset, and that's all you get. You have to start from scratch and then build a house that you can be sitting in by the first night. Now it has to be actually like an enclosed, safe house, so it can't just be like a bunch of chests in the open. It needs to have a crafting table and a furnace and some storage space, at least a little storage space. We're trying to make the best house, so also we want to add some bonus things too, if possible. So more space, more aesthetics, farmland, all that stuff is a bonus if we actually find the time to add that in. All right, so we're in the world here. We have 10 minutes starting now, so we better get to it. This is actually a pretty bad spawn right here. Oh, there's a pillager outpost right there. Let's avoid that and let's go over to the trees because we are going to need a lot of wood. For this one, I think we'll just do like a basic hut, like a classic Minecraft hut. And that way, you know, it'll be something easy to start us off, and we'll kind of just like get a feel for how much time we have and how much, you know, how we need to divide up our time between different tasks for this challenge. I am playing in the most recent version. That's mainly just because, you know, obviously that's the one that most people will be playing. And also, frankly, the sprinting will help me out here. Being able to sprint around to different things is pretty useful. Let's see if we can get some stone right here. I think I'm just going to go straight to stone because we will need some stone right now. And then that'll actually let us get a stone axe, which will let us get a bunch of wood. Basically, pretty much this first house will be all just wood. It'll be a very, very basic hut. Oh, we got some coal here. That's actually really good. Because now that we have coal, we won't have to spend any time furnacing, cooking, smelting, whatever you want to call it. Wood logs. Ah, shit. Wood logs to get like charcoal for torches. So this is actually pretty good. Okay, let me stop right now and actually try to make a pick here. Yeah, we're gonna need a little more stone and probably enough coal. That's probably enough coal. Maybe like 1 or 2 more. Get us started here. I figure wood is probably the better material to focus on for a first day house because, you know, for each log you get 4 planks. So, you know, for each block you mine, you get 4 pieces of building material. Whereas with something with stone, it's 1-to-1, so it's not as efficient, I guess. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a bunch of spruce wood here. I always liked spruce wood, especially ever since they added the different like door and trap doors for the different types of wood. Because I really like spruce wood's doors and trap doors. It's very medievally, which I like. That's basically my default style that I always build in Minecraft. I am gonna have to keep some of these trees floating. I'm not going to spend the time to pillar up there and get the last blocks. But yeah, we can... That's something you could fix on the second or third day, okay? First day, we're just speed running. We're just speed running a house. Okay, I have almost a stack of logs. The day is about halfway done. So I think we can start building right now. Again, this is going to be a very basic kind of ugly house, but that's fine. It's just our starter here. Oops. Well, shit. I'm losing time already. Oh my god. I'm being so bad right now. Let's place... Oh, I didn't take my crafting table. That's okay. Make a new one. And to make a furnace here. Let's actually... The only other resource we really need right now is sand. Because I want to make glass. So let's see if we can go get some sand real quick. What is that? Wait, what actually is this? Oh, it's like firefly bushes. I don't play these versions that often, so there's actually stuff I haven't seen before. Oh, come on, give me some sand. Come on, come on, come on. Is there no sand in snowy biomes? There is. There has to be. Maybe down here? Oh, I see some. I see some down there. Right, shit. I need a shovel here. Okay. We just need a few pieces, honestly. I don't think I'm even gonna bother making panes, so we'll just get some 3 blocks of sand for some glass blocks. We have a good amount of time left. So this was pretty fast. We can definitely do some little decorative things, I think. Let's get some chests in here. All right, we got our glass. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for this house, we're gonna go with 2 windows only. I think that's a good choice here. Can make some torches. The torches are essential, so we are gonna need those. Let's place them like here, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We got 1 seed. I was gonna make like a little farm plot next to the house if we had time, but we only have 1 seed, so I'm kind of just gonna forget about that. I'm actually gonna try to make a little decorative thing here. Just for fun, because I have some more time here. That actually looks kind of nice. That kind of brings the whole room together, I feel like. Maybe we can have like another furnace, since we have some time here. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much done. I didn't even have to use all the time. The sun is just now starting to set. And yeah, it's done. There we go. Basic Minecraft hut. So the pros of this would be that it is pretty easy to make. Obviously, you don't need too much skill. It's just a box made of full blocks. And it's fairly roomy. You know, not every day one house is going to be this roomy, honestly. You could, with that little extra time, you probably could extend it out in one direction by like 1 or 2 blocks. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even use all the room here. You could expand this out. You could put barrels up here, like along the roof. You could make room for a bed if you had one. I didn't have time to get a bed. But yeah, the cons would be that it's kind of ugly. It doesn't look that good. And I mean, especially in this version, it doesn't look that good. It'll keep you alive. It'll give you a warm place and a safe place away from monsters. And yeah, so this is our first house here. All right, so for this next one, I was gonna try a different house design, but seeing as how I just spawned in a village, like right next to a village, holy shit, those are actually some cool mountains over there. Wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna show you another type of first day house you can make. There you go, you're done. Obviously, yeah, this is a pretty common thing for people to do, is just find a village and then you can just live there. You can take one of the houses. Oh, damn it. You can take one of the houses and you can live in there as long as you want, obviously. And you can, I mean, I could go and get wood and it would be really easy to get some, first aid tools and just, put a bunch of chests or something in here. Actually, let me see which one of these. God, these are a hazard. They're all over the village. Which one of these houses would actually be the best place to live? Probably like the roomiest one, but I'm not sure. Oh, this one's like the double one. This one actually might be nice. You could do some creative stuff here, and it even has like bookshelves up there. This one's kind of cozy already. Oh, this one might be good actually. Oh no, I thought there would be like a second floor, but now it's just tall. Okay. And you got some, of course, we got some stuff in here. Yippee! So yeah, village house is definitely an option. The pros are, it's extremely easy. You know, you already have a house just pre-built for you. You don't have to do anything. So obviously that's really nice. The cons would be, you do have to actually find a village. You have to actually be lucky enough to find a village, which isn't super hard in these versions. I've noticed I find villages pretty frequently. You do also have to live next to villagers, and they make their, you know, they make their sounds constantly. I guess you could remedy that if you killed them all. But the biggest thing for me is that I don't feel the same pride as I would if I had built my own house from scratch. But honestly, for practical purposes, this is probably one of the better options. Okay, for this next one, we're going to do something pretty similar to our first basic house, but we're just going to try to make it look better. We're gonna try to do something that's a little more aesthetically pleasing. And this is actually perfect right now because I'm next to spruce and some oak wood right here. For this challenge, I do have to be, you know, obviously building the house within the 10 minutes that I get for the first day in the sunset. But I never said that it has to be entirely my own design. And so for this, I've actually looked around online, and there's a lot of sort of videos and posts online about like first day Minecraft starter house, you know? Like Minecraft house you can build in one day. A lot of them do look pretty good and fairly reasonable, but the thing with a lot of these videos is that the person is building them in creative mode. So we're not really sure if it's 100% doable to build that on the first day, you know? So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm actually testing it out here. So I found this one house design, and it does seem, to me, it seems very doable. It's very simple, and I like how it looks. It's nothing too crazy, but I think it actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, we will need some spruce and some oak. I actually think maybe it's a mistake that I'm using the wooden axe right now. Maybe it would have been better to go get some stone right now. Oh, and there is a sheep here. If there's 2 more sheep, I could also make a bed, which would make this a very successful run or attempt or whatever. Luckily, there's some coal right there and a bunch of exposed stone. So this is good right now. Right, here we go. Perfect. Oh, some copper here too. Is there something I do with the copper? I mean, I guess I could make copper tools. Not sure if that might not be the best use of my time though, because I would have to smelt the copper and then, you know, wait for that to be done and then make the tool. And I could be spending that time just getting the resources normally with like stone tools. So probably just gonna do this. We don't need a ton of stone for this build, but we will need some. Get some of that coal too. There's actually emeralds right there, which is kind of funny. I don't really need those right now, but that is kind of cool that we just saw those in the open. Okay, let's get one more spruce tree. We will need a decent amount of spruce here. Oh, hey, look, a village. So, you know, I was saying that villages spawn really frequently in this version. Yeah, they do. Oh, there's a bunch of sheep over there. Okay, and they're all the same color, which is really good. All right. Oh, and this also gives me some food. Wow, some cool mountains over here too, with a waterfall. Does look pretty good. All right, it's about midday. I think I should be kind of starting on my house soon. I really want to get some seeds though, because I think if I could get a first day farm going, this would be really, really successful. But the drop rate is not favoring me right now. Okay, this seems like a good spot. We're right next to water, so I can hydrate my crops. And also we have some sand nearby that I just saw, so that'll be good. I just need I need to go fast now because I really need to start building the house. I only have like 5 minutes or something. Okay, so it should be something like, oh, please despawn. Please despawn. But the house should be, let me give myself some room here. And the house should be something like, yeah, like that. Ooh, I need to get this out of the way. Then let's put this down. And, oh, I have just enough cobblestone for this house. Let's get some of this. Oh, let's get some of the sand. I will need that. Ah, shiz, the sun. I can't see the sun right now. But, I just want to do this last thing. Decoration. Okay. Oh, there's some burning over there. I think, looks like the sun's just gone down. I think we can consider that time. I did not have time to do the farm plot here. I mean, I guess you could, you could do it now. But yeah, this is a pretty cool house. It definitely looks better than the hut, and actually maybe if you did like windows on the sides here, if you could fit them in, if you don't have stuff here, that would look even better. Maybe the door being in one would actually look a little better as well. I may have done that wrong. I can't remember. But yeah, that's really not bad for a starter house, for a first day house. I can see myself living in here. It looks nice. It's fairly easy. I did have to rush a little, but I do like this one. The main con that I can think of is it's pretty cramped. It's actually not as roomy as my first like basic hut house. That's definitely not great, but I mean, I feel like for at least your first like few days in the game, you should be able to cram enough like storage space in here, which is, that's the main thing you need. Oh, and I did get a bed, which was very lucky. I also got some mutton from the sheep. So we're set up on food. We do have a bed now on the first night. It's pretty good. All things considered, I think this was a pretty successful one. Ooh, there's a witch right there. But yeah, I think this one's pretty good. All right, so the next one I'm going to try is a little bit different. So far, we've been trying to basically build things on the outside, build a structure from the ground up. But now I'm thinking about underground. I'm thinking about building a subterranean home, and how that might actually be easier, because you don't have to build it in the walls. You just have to dig out the inside space, and then the walls are already there for you. So this one might actually be pretty successful. I don't know. I'm feeling hopeful. I think it'll be really good. We didn't get a great spawn here. Oh man, there's trees all the way over there, but I have to run over there, so that is going to lose us a few seconds. That's unfortunate. There are pumpkins here, which is kind of nice. A huge patch of pumpkins right there, actually. That's kind of cool. Okay, so mainly I just need to get enough wood for tools. After that, we're basically spending the rest of this day digging. And why aren't I swimming? There we go. Man, what do you guys think of leaf litter in forests? Because I'm kind of like, this is the first time I've like really seen it in game. And it's kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I like it. It kind of, maybe I'm just not used to it, but I think it actually makes the forest a little uglier. And I mean, so far it's just been something that's crowding my inventory even more, which is just generally a problem for newer versions, in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe it would grow on me if I played for a while. For those who don't know, I typically play older versions of Minecraft, which do not have leaf litter, obviously. So a lot of this stuff actually is kind of new to me, but at the core, you're still playing the same game, and your needs on the first night of Minecraft are still basically the same. You need shelter, and you need place to store items. So no matter what version of Minecraft you're playing, your needs should still be roughly the same, no matter what. How much time do we have? We're almost midday. That's fine. That's fine. I think we'll be able to do this. I think we will. Okay. Just gonna find a good hill. I think this might be good. So from this point on, it's just going to be digging, basically. And I kind of have a layout in my head right now. It's really a lot better for this kind of thing if you know what you're building already. If you know what the layout is, if you know exactly what the sort of blueprints are. Because if you don't, that's going to be a lot of time. Planning out a build, at least for me, takes a lot of time. So it's really better to know what you're going to make already. All right, so far I'm already almost done. And look at that. Got some coal right here. That's just good luck. That's actually really nice because now we won't have to make charcoal. I've actually been getting coal on all of these, which is really nice. Gonna fill in the floor here. This is not a practical thing, but it is gonna improve the look of the house a lot. So I do think this is important to do that. Again, I am concerned about aesthetics a little bit. I want this to be both a practical, you know, functional and good-looking house, something that you're gonna want to, you know, live in. That don't look good. I think I'm out of time. It's safe to say that it's night. But actually this one looks not too bad. I actually like it a lot. I think it looks cozy. It could have looked a little better on the outside. I could have come up with some other better design, but again, that's what happens when you're thinking on the fly. If I'd had something planned in advance, it probably would have been better. The inside is fairly plain, although I do like the oak logs in here. I think it makes it a little cozy. If I had a little more time, I might have made it one higher. But I feel like for, you know, a first day side of a hill, Hobbit Hill, I think it actually looks okay. It kind of adds to the coziness, I guess, in a way. Obviously, you do have space here to put more chests or barrels or anything. And the nice thing is you can expand upon this in the coming days. You could dig out this way to make another room, dig out this way, that way, you know? It's like a real Hobbit hole, you know? You can expand it, shape it how you want. I do like this window right here. I think that's kind of cozy. I tried to do something with the campfire here. It kind of didn't really work. It doesn't look that good, but you could put like a fireplace here, and then actually what would be cool is have a chimney out of the top of the hill right there. Just like a Hobbit hole. Yeah, there's the Hobbit hole technique, the Hobbit hole approach. There's a skeleton right there. I'd better get inside. Definitely a lot of pros. The one con, if there is any cons here, is that you have to find a hill, you know, in which to dig the house. But I feel like that's pretty easy. There's usually hills all over the Minecraft world. And, you can also just dig down. You could make a variation of this where you just make the entrance, you know, down on flat ground. So, yeah, I consider this a pretty good success. I like this house. I like how it looks. I like how it feels. And I would live in here. I would live in here for a while. All right, so for this next one, we will have to be a little fast. We'll have to cover a little bit of distance right now because there is a certain location where I'm trying to get right now. Come on. Okay, there's the village. It's not the village, but we'll go ahead and make a pit stop at the village and grab some things. Don't mind if I do. These will be helpful. Villages are kind of just like free looting spots now. Pretty good, you know, pretty useful if you find them early on. All right, so this is what we're actually after, the desert temple. This is kind of similar to the villages. You know, it's good because it's kind of instant. It's an instant house, you know? You don't have to build really anything. You just kind of need to add furniture, you know, and you're done. So go ahead and take this door that I stole from the villagers, and we'll start making some stuff in here. All right. The sun is just about to go down. I don't really have that much room to add anything else. Or, sorry, that much time to add anything else. But I think we have ourselves quite a cozy little house in here, considering that it's the first night of the game. This is very roomy, obviously. The Desert Temple's very roomy, unlike the villager houses, which are a little more cramped, and even, you know, all the other stuff that we built in this video. These are big, and they even have a second story here. I was gonna do, like, fences along the whole, like, way up here to make it secure, but most of the pyramid is lit up, so that should be fine. And then, yeah, you have this upper floor. I don't know what I would put on this floor. I guess just like maybe extra storage or something, or a brewing area. It's kind of weird, and you know, this takes a big chunk out of the floor space, so it's kind of, there's not that much space in here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the first floor turned out. Yeah, I think this room is pretty good. I added this middle section with the skylight. Was just like asking to be a little arboreum, or whatever you would call this, with my now signature dirt block and sapling decoration that I've done in all these houses. But what's cool about this room is it has these, like, this arcade area here with space behind here, and you can actually put like chests back here. I think it's kind of like a perfect place to put a bunch of storage. It's kind of out of the way, but it's still obviously accessible. These pillars here, you could put like signs or item frames on each of these pillars to indicate what is in each chest, you know? Honestly, this is pretty roomy. There's a lot of storage space, and I could see, you know, someone living in this house for a long time. The one con of this first night house is that it's rare. You know, desert temples are not like super common. They're not like villages. And like, yeah, you will come across them if you're going through a desert biome. But to find one on the first day that's like close enough to be able to do this is pretty rare. I actually went on a chunk base, and I just had to like sift through a bunch of seeds until I found one that worked. And even this one, you know, I did have to run a little ways to get to the desert temple. Like, it wasn't right next to me. So there is a ton of luck involved in this one. If you find a desert temple on your first night, this is actually a pretty good little place to hang out. But if you don't find this, obviously you just cannot make this house. All right, so those are my 5 different attempts at a first day house. It's actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's not easy at all, starting from absolute scratch and then trying to build something within like 10 minutes and 50 seconds. It's really, really quite hard. I'm sure someone who's like faster and better at the game could probably do a lot better. I'm sure people, you know, people who have like speedrunning skills, like crafting stuff and moving around really fast, they would probably be really good at this. You probably want to spend the extra day or two to make your house a little better. But if I had to choose one of these that are the best or my favorite, it would probably be this house, the Hobbit Hole house. It's not quite as big or as nice looking as the Desert Temple house, but this is something you can do anywhere. So for that, it's very practical. And honestly, I think it's not bad. It's feels a little cramped right now, but I mean, it's cozy, it's safe. You do have a good amount of space. And what's really practical, I think, about this one is that it's customizable, and you can expand it pretty much anywhere. You know, I could dig into this wall, that wall, you know, almost any direction. I could go up or down, and you just like add on more rooms, you know, build it out. So I think this one's actually like, it's really practical. I think it's cool. You know, people have been building subterranean houses in Minecraft forever. That's a super old thing to do, and you know, it's fun. It's Minecraft, you know, feels natural. So I think this one wins for today. Shout out to my super secret guild on Patreon. If you didn't know, I did just start a Patreon. You can go over there, and there's one tier that you can join. If you like my videos, you know, and you want some bonus content and to help the channel, consider joining that. I have some stuff coming up on there that I think people will enjoy. But a huge thank you to my super awesome first guild members over there, the founding members of the guild, my secret advisors and retainers. All right, here we go. Mr. Potato, David Kripp, Nicole, Martier, Chloe Anderson, Mystery, Gagmerb1, Inverted Zero, Trenton Saltis, Olasham, Bobastico, Oka, Lowly Lamb, Andre Second, Cool Guy Matt, Cole Powered, Birdie, Harvey, Kennedy, Hyde, Dinky Dom, Theo O, Ermageddon, Null Source, Muffin, Ashy, Amentic, Corey True Scott, Skelebone, Zone, Prushka, Ozkey, and that's it. Shout out to all you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of random video idea. And yeah, I'll see you around.